my friends, Brooks Roach here. She heard about us through a letter in the mail. How many of you heard about us through a letter in the mail? Cutco, along with all the All-American scholarships she won each semester. She decided to stick with Cutco because all the other job offers that she had, in her words, were not as appealing. She also had time around making money in school to travel and run 15 marathons. Her career sales totals over $265,000. I don't know if you guys can fathom $265,000 of knives. And last year, just in the summer alone, made 29 grand as a college student. Can I get a that's hot? Guys, imagine looking at your bank account at the end of the summer and it says 29 comma, there's two numbers before the comma, 000. And in the future, I'm sure she'll have another 0 in there. She only worked during pushes so that she didn't have to work during school, and she's had to push over $33,000, and her biggest order was over $10,000. So if there's anybody that can give you the best tips on how to rock the phones and get appointments when you want them, where you want them, it's Brooks Roach. So let's give her a huge round of applause. Brooks.
Thank you. Hello? Can you hear me? Okay, perfect. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I actually have handouts. I don't know if they passed them out. Can I get someone to? There's 4 pages in that, and then that is 1. Okay, so while they're passing those out, I hope everyone has their pens and papers ready because you're going to need them. So I'm actually going to let you in one of the biggest secrets ever, okay? So over the past 4 years, I've been working with Cutco. The more phone calls you make, the more appointments you get on your schedule. So, okay? Did you get that? Okay. So, just to give you like a little syllabus of what we're doing, I'm going to give you some tidbits. So when y'all can ask me, you know, give me an excuse of why you can't see me, and I'll give you whatever, you know, I'll get you there. Raise your hands. Who is a student here? Okay, perfect. Who is not? Okay, awesome. So with you guys, the phone approach I gave you guys, it's all about scholarship. So the people that aren't actually going to a school, just put in something like the reason of why you want to do it. It doesn't have to be a scholarship. For me personally, I talk about how they're going to be supporting me with my marathons now that I've graduated. So you can put that in there. So little tidbits and how to access the actual phone approach is it's not just a script. Okay, the script is great. I've actually used that since I've started, and I've kind of like nailed it. But at the same time, it's how you use it. Okay, who in here knows about qualifying your leads? Raise your hand. Okay, just a little bit about that. When you get your recs, how you what I do is I pull the paper over and I write a little bit about it. And what I normally do is ask them, so how do you know this person? I'm actually interested in doing this. Do you know anyone that is, you know, something that I can relate to them on the phone? And I always try to be as personal as possible when I'm on the phone. So by the time you're calling them, you should already be talking to them like, oh, hey, what's up? I'm your friend, like from forever ago. But really, you're whoever referred this friend. Okay. So mirroring and matching. When you're on the phone. Okay, write this down, mirroring and matching. If they have a really soft voice and they're like, oh, hi, sweetie, how are you doing? You're going to mirror them. mirror their tone of voice and their personality, okay? Another thing is know your intentions. So before you even get your stuff, like when you get your stuff together, you need to know your intentions, like how people like to do the 5 calls before a demo. If someone cancels on me, which is rare, I will, I'll make phone calls while I'm there. But other than that, I like to do either all day Sunday or all day Monday. And what I do for scheduling is I'll try and schedule the end of the week as full as possible. During pushes, you want to schedule your weekends the farthest away from when you're calling, okay? And when doing that, you need to focus on firming up, okay? And we're going to go over that in just a little bit. But firming up is a huge deal. I know my phone approach was really long, but you're already talking to them like they're their friends, so they're not even going to be upset that they're taking this long, okay? So with that, I schedule all the end of the week. That way, if I don't fill in all my appointments that I wanted, I still have the next day to still make some calls, okay? So you start and then you fill it up that way. So you still have more phone times. That's what I do personally. There's several ways to do it. So now when firming up, okay, does everyone have the phone approach yet? Okay, cool. So what I normally say is sometimes I take the joke out. So see where it says joke if comfy? You can or cannot use that. Sometimes it's funny. Some people just don't get it. So you got to kind of feel out how that person is. So what I normally do is like, hey, Mrs. Jones. And she's like, hello. I say, hey, Miss Jones, this is Brooks, a friend of so-and-so. Did she tell you that I would be giving you a call? And what I normally do personally is I'm not catching you at a bad time, right? That way you know you can do this whole freaking script, okay? So they're like, no, not really. I say, well, the reason I'm calling is because I was overseeing Miss So-and-so the other day, and your name came up. Oh, don't worry, they didn't say anything bad about you. Make sure you emphasize that, smile, have a good time with them. Also, she actually said that you were really, really nice and probably wouldn't mind and might be able to help me out with something I'm working on for school. And then you can do the joke. Sometimes I cut it out just to get to it. I'm actually going to Texas A&M, and this summer I'm working for this local company that's helping me with some scholarship credit. The way you already have a ton of, but what's great is I get paid just to show it, so you wouldn't even have to be interested. And as a matter of fact, Mrs. Jones even told me she didn't know how interested you would be, but that you were just really, really nice and probably wouldn't mind helping me out for my scholarship. Do not pause at this point, because that's when they can have a friendly, you give them like what you're doing, what company, and then your goals, okay? And then after that, you try and make an appointment with them. I'm not really going to read all over this because you have it, it's pretty good, but that was the most that you need to know. So do not pause, where it says do not pause in bold. And then also where it says joke if comfy, that's for real. If you don't Now let's go to phone objections. Who struggles with phone objections? Raise your hands. See it as like, this is going to be my next friend that's going to buy a lot from me just to help me out. Okay, so you not only have to sell the product, clearly, but before anything, you need to be able to sell yourself. And you have to sound like you're totally awesome, you're totally fun, and they want you to come over. Like they are excited to meet you, all that kind of stuff. So I'm here to kind of tell you how to prepare for phone time. So like your manual, if you want to use your manual, there is an actual script for that. And also for the phone, for the people that aren't attending school, they're just doing it as a real job. I actually have a firming up appointment for people without, like students, without the scholarship thing. So on top of the scholarship firming up here, you can actually even put the firming up here. So after you've made your appointment and everything, you think, you're like, okay, I got it. You get all excited and then you like hang up, right? Who's done that? Okay, I personally used to do that all the time. I'm like, yeah, third appointment. Okay, I got this. I don't need to firm up because I'm on a roll right now. Do it because they'll cancel. That's when they cancel. That's when they forget. That's when they, just don't show up. So firming up is a big thing. When you have your schedule out, you need to have your attitude out as well. You also need to have your goals and your manager's help. So if you have any questions, you definitely need to talk to them. Here's kind of like a little checklist of things that if you want to or don't want to. With no jokes. I'm pretty funny. Sometimes if they're rude to me, I match and mirror them, okay? So you also have to have a goal and a deadline. If you don't tell them that you have a deadline, they're gonna think, oh yeah, we can sign up in months down the road, okay? No, you have a week to do so many appointments, and this is what you're gonna do. Speak with the wife on the phone. Typically, the dad, or the husband or whatever, he'll say, let me go ask my wife. So you might as well get her on the phone anyways, okay? So, and then next step, make sure both the wife and husband are going to be there. So normally you can say, so what time works best for both of y'all together? Firm up to avoid cancellations, reschedules, and no-shows. So firming up. Jokes. I even have a list of a few for the objections of I'm too busy. So normally I can totally understand you're busy. I'm really busy too. If they just hate, and sometimes I've even said, so do you hate college students? When I'm making calls, okay? So when they don't want to help me out for my scholarship. Also, we have use with your actual manual approach, and it says, now I need you to do 2 quick favors for me. First, run and grab your calendar and a pen. I have some important information for you to write down, okay? So you wait till they get it. That way they know it's going to be written down. And then also, I say write down Brooks Roach, and then I spell out Brooks, and then Roach like the bug, okay? It's see, isn't that funny? And then second, find a shiny penny and tape it to the fridge with a note that says Brooks Roach, Tuesday at 6 p.m. or whenever you want to make the schedule. That way, every time you can go to the fridge to make your kids a snack, you'll look at the penny and think, why is that penny there? Oh yeah, that's when Brooks is coming over. She seems like a really nice, fun, cool girl. I can't wait to meet her. It says him, but it's her. Then when I get there and see it, I'll give you a chance to win $1,000. Okay? I have you done and then you repeat the time again. You need to repeat what time you're going to be there and what day 3 times by the end of your conversation with them. Okay? So write that down 3 times. That way they for sure know, you get their calendar out, you tell them what time is gonna be a good time, and then also just to reconfirm it, that's your third time. You can do more, but I always try to make it a point to say it 3 times. I say thanks again for helping me out with my scholarship credit, or with my goal, or whatever you wanna put in there. It really means a lot to me, and I'm so excited to meet you. Are you sure that time works for you? So again, reconfirming. And then great, because these appointments are really important to me because I get paid for each one that I do. So I'm glad I can count on you to be there. I'll see you Tuesday at 6 p.m. Thanks, okay? So there's just, I know it seems long, but if you use it with your phone, objections, okay? So what you're gonna do, I'm gonna have someone raise your hand and I'll do I'll kind of do the approach, but give me an excuse of why you can't come, okay? So I'll start out, so who wants to ask me, what's a big objection that you normally get me call? Okay.
Someone just said to me, can I just pay the $15
No, Mrs. Jones, I actually get paid more than that and get scholarship credit. So would you mind if I set up this time or this time? Okay, does that help? Yeah. Next one. No one has any, okay.
I don't let strangers come over.
Oh, I'm not a stranger. I was over seeing Mrs. Jones the other day. Didn't she tell you I'd be giving you a call? I can have her call you if you'd like. I make best friends with my customers, so I could actually do that. And you can have your customer call and say, yeah, she was fine. Oh, wow, they didn't teach me how to handle this one in training. So with this time, oh, I completely understand. I'm super busy too. This one's actually even in there. But you're actually helping me out with this huge scholarship credit, so wouldn't you be able to make time for a little charity case? Because I'll be your charity case. So would this time or this time work for you? I always say, I'll be your charity case, you know, well, that's what I used to, now that I'm on a scholarship, but.
Yeah, I got a few years ago.
What?
I got a few years ago recently, but I don't really get any more knives.
Oh, perfect. So you know the quality and love it, right? So you get them to say yes. And then perfect. Well, like I said, I'm actually doing this for scholarship credit. So you probably helped another kid last time with scholarship credit. Would you mind helping me as well? I feel like it's just as fair. Would this time or this time work better for you? Let's do. Yeah, sorry.
I heard this is part of section.
That's actually a lie. I'm so sorry you had to hear. So, would this time or this time work better for you? Yes.
I had man testing out
I got
Oh, those. I'm like I said, I'm here to match them. And I would personally say, well, I'm so sorry you feel that way, and that you feel the need to cuss out a student, and I hope you find way too many calls back there. Okay, perfect. So you've helped out students in the past, right? Perfect. So one more wouldn't hurt, right? And I'll even give you the 15-minute guarantee where if you absolutely hate me in the first 15 minutes, then you can go get the biggest beat you own and kick me out. Okay, that one's even on here too. So would this time or this time work for you?
Can I give you a call back? I get that a lot.
Can I give you I could really use your help. And there's like 2 on busy too. Like you're what? You don't have time? What did you say? Yeah, what I just said.
I had a lady tell me that she gave away her country lands to Goodwill because she didn't use them.
That's finding knives. Okay, let's get someone over here.
Alright, so there's a couple people that I've talked to that are like, are you guys telemarketers? Is this cold call business? I'm just not.
Okay, so the question is it, are we telemarketers or what?
Like cold calling.
No, because you're friends with Mrs. Jones, right? So I was actually over to see her the other day, and she told me that you were just really nice and probably wouldn't mind helping me out for my scholarship. So, yeah, you kind of just, yeah. So half these objections are in the phone approach already.
I'm at Disneyland. With my kids.
So what I typically do with those, I actually do, but I write it down in my calendar. I'm like, no problem. Thank you so much for taking my call. Would you mind if we set up a time for me to call you back and like schedule that? So that's what I do for those. Okay.
I have this guy. He said, "Why should I buy?"
Because I'm awesome. Why not? I don't know. When I have smart remarks, I give back. So like, is that like a real?
He said, "Why should I buy?"
You actually don't have to buy from me. By all means, I would love that. I actually get extra credit for that. But if not, that's fine. So would this time or this time work for you?
I have a lot of people that are actually offended by the phone approach, and the fact that you don't give them an opportunity to say no, so they think they.
Okay, what is it?
Whenever I call them.
Mhm.
Yeah, I talk to them, and I normally touch base with something that we have in common, or people that I haven't, tried to meet about, friends in common, and then whenever we talk about something that is currently going on in their life, or people that I know in their life, and say, well, Ms. Jones, I know you guys are really busy, but whenever you have time,
This and you're real busy and stuff. However, could you like smidge me in kind of thing? No, you're telling them about your goals first. Before anything, you're like okay, last one.
yeah,
So,
that's
so what I would personally like so you talk about how awesome they are and how sweet your friend told them that you are, so you're complimenting them. And then after that, you tell them about your goals and why you're doing this. That is a big factor of why you are giving them a call, is because you want to reach your goals. And then after that, you